Another Saturday when we bring you your favorite security and safety tonic on television. Welcome to your program today. Your program Security Watch Africa is where we'll give you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Welcome to the program. On AIT African Union Television and on this program, everywhere there is news concerning security, we'll go there to bring you that news. My name still remains Patrick Abambo. During the week, there have been a lot of expectation, anticipation, waiting to hear what ECOWAS will say concerning the coup in Niger after the ultimatum, the 7 days ultimatum to for the military junta to hand over power back to the ousted president. People were waiting to know what will be the outcome. At the end of the ECOWAS heads of government meeting, some resolutions were made to intensify diplomacy, consultation with the junta, and also to activate the West African standby force and to be ready for military intervention in Niger. There have been mixed reactions, majorly those people who are saying there's no need for ECOWAS to carry out any military action in Niger because of its far-reaching implications. But as we speak, it seems that ECOWAS is actually trying to intervene in Niger militarily. But I will tell you that from our own findings, it's better for dialogue. It's better to continue waving the olive branch to these juntas to see reasons why peace must be restored in Niger. As we speak, yes, the citizens of Niger is happy with this situation, but like it said, it's an aberration to have a military rule. But what are the causes that that brings about military rule? Those are what people are asking. Some have said bad governance, the welfare of the people not being taken care of, corruption, so many reasons, and interference by external bodies for economic reasons. But Nigeria is our concern now because Nigeria currently sits as the chair of ECOWAS with the Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu elected or chosen as the chairman for ECOWAS Heads of Government Committee. And so all eyes are on Nigeria to take a lead on what should be done by ECOWAS. And as you also know, 60% of man, money, and material committed to ECOWAS is by Nigeria. We have seen Nigeria lead interventions in some other countries to help to restore sanity. But Niger case is quite intricate because we share common boundary, not just common boundary with Niger, we share blood relationship with Niger, and the implication is actually far-reaching, like I said earlier. So really, I think that the Nigerian government must continue to intensify discussions and for now shelve any military action, because looking at the map of West Africa, which you can see on your screen, you see that the proximity of Nigeria and Niger, covering about 7 states of the country, is quite making it very, very intricate. Any military action in Niger would affect those border communities drastically. As we speak, Nigerian government has cut off electricity supply to Niger, and Niger is also exploring alternative means of getting energy from Algeria and other places, which means that they want to call the Nigerian bluff, they want to call ECOWAS bluff. What is the solution? So many people are anticipating, and we hope that the government in Nigeria will look at the welfare of the people and take decisions before deploying men. And some people have said that even before men are deployed, our soldiers are deployed, our machines are deployed, you must make adequate arrangement for the welfare of these soldiers. Nigeria cannot lose any of its soldiers or any Nigerian fighting other people's war. And that is the stance of so many people. And I think Security Watch Africa agree with this stance that even as we'll lead the campaign as our brother's keeper in the region and in Africa, we should also think of the welfare of Nigerians, and also our citizens must be paramount. In Jibia area, information we're getting is not too good because there's hardship going on now. A lot of trucks that should be conveying commercials into Niger is being blocked. And so a lot needs to be done by the government urgently so that there will be solution. In effect, diplomacy must continue. Yes, let's go to the report we have on ground today. We needed to talk about this issue of Niger coup and the stance of ECOWAS to be able to put the record straight. Not that Nigerians are scared of war in Niger, but we must be very, very careful. The Nigerian Army Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Abiodun Lagbaja, during the week commissioned some officers, some soldiers to become officers. Security Watch Africa brings you this report put together by Shuli Daniels.
To improve the strength of officers cadre of the Nigerian Army, some soldiers who have been undergoing executive commission course at the Nigerian Army School of Infantry in Jaji, Kaduna State, were inducted recently. At the ceremony, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Abiodun Lagbaja, charged the newly executive commissioned officers to make use of the training gained in the past 3 months in tackling the different degrees of security challenges facing the country.
As you reap the reward of hard work and are granted a presidential commission today, I charge you to brace up for the arduous task ahead, because situations will challenge you and test your resilience, patriotism, and loyalty to constituted authority. I, therefore, encourage you to rekindle your zeal and redouble your efforts in carrying out all tasks that will be assigned to you as officers in line with the oath you shall later take.
General Lagbaja gave reasons for the Executive Commission course and remarked that it is a reward for hard work and loyalty to the nation.
A key idea behind the Executive Commission program in the Nigerian Army is to reward disciplined, loyal, and hardworking soldiers who have the requisite qualities and competencies by their experience and are fit for a commission in the particular field the Army has built their capacity over time.
He further assured them that the Nigerian Army has put measures in place to take care of their welfare.
Let me assure you that the Nigerian Army understands the peculiarity and limitations of your type of commission and has the necessary measures in place to cater for your welfare and well-being in and post-service. As you chart a course in the Army from today, I encourage you to continue to develop yourselves through active participation in the various trainings and courses available in the Army to prepare you for a fulfilling career.
The Army Chief used the occasion to remind officers and men of the Nigerian Army that subordination to the constituted authority is paramount, while also assuring Nigerians of the commitment of the Nigerian Army in keeping the nation safe.
Let me at this point remind all officers and men of the Nigerian Army that subordination of the military to constituted authority remains the most fashionable means of promoting military professionalism. I'm unequivocal in my belief that the only thing better than democracy for our country in this modern era is more democracy. By more democracy, I mean flourishing, uninterrupted constitutional democratic governance that promotes our values and the interest of every well-meaning Nigerian, irrespective of tribe or religious affiliation. I therefore charge all Nigerian Army personnel to be proud champions of our flourishing democracy and remain apolitical in discharging their constitutional duties. The Nigerian Army remains committed to ensuring the security of lives and properties across the country. The Army is working assiduously to protect the territorial integrity of our nation and support relevant security agencies in ensuring the security of lives and properties within the country.
Shirley Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yeah, just like the Chief of Army Staff did say there, talk about democracy is the only acceptable system of government in these modern times, and that he has drummed down to these men, to the officers, that they must shun any pressure, whatever means, because a lot of some Nigerians are thinking that military rule is better. But I think just like the Chief of Army Staff did say, democracy is the only way for us to go at this time. Yes, let's take you to the Nigeria Air Force headquarters, where the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, held his maiden meeting with branch chiefs and other officers. Sit back as we bring you this report by Elizabeth Tanko.
To directly communicate his command philosophy, the newly appointed Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar, convened a maiden meeting with branch chiefs, commandants of tri-service institutions, air officers commanding, and commanders of direct reporting units in Abuja this Thursday. The officers were all seated, some sharing jokes, while others interact eagerly, waiting for Air Marshal Hassan Abubakar to give directions and key enablers of his philosophy. As the Air Chief walked in and the meeting commenced earnestly, he wasted no time to intimate them of his leadership direction and philosophy.
The focus of my command philosophy is to transform the Nigerian Air Force into an agile and resilient force that effectively meets the air power demands of national security in all operational environments. To achieve this, I intend to leverage on technology, innovation, lessons learned, as well as the personnel and fleets at our disposal to effectively checkmate the security threats confronting our dear nation.
Speaking further on his philosophy, he read out the 5 key enablers of his philosophy.
First, optimizing force structure and establishment for enhanced operational effectiveness. Deliberate training and mission-oriented force development, proactive logistics support and strong maintenance culture, as well as prioritizing research and development, leveraging technology, strategic partnerships, and lessons learned. And last but not the least, of the key enablers to my philosophy is maintaining a highly motivated force by enhancing welfare and infrastructural renewal.
Earlier in his speech, Air Marshal Abubakar had admonished officers to conduct themselves in the most professional and disciplined manner. The Air Chief also presented new Hilux Toyota vehicles to some Air Warrant officers in honor of their selfless service to the Nigerian Air Force, the Armed Forces, and Nigeria.
Each of these Air Warrant officers attained the pinnacle of his career in the service in the Airmen's cadre, as we fondly refer to them as the generals of their own cadre. This presentation is also in keeping with the provisions of the harmonized terms and conditions of service for airmen and airwomen, which requires that such vehicles are issued to personnel who attain the rank of Air Warrant officers before retirement. It is pertinent to note that with hard work, diligence, and commitment to duty, you cannot go wrong, as you always get appreciated and rewarded one way or another.
Congratulations.
On behalf of the beneficiaries of the Hilux vehicles, Air Warrant Olasupo gave a vote of thanks.
We want to thank you and thank the Almighty God for the gift of life, and profoundly appreciate the Chief of the Air Staff for finding us worthy to attain the peak of our career, and also for this special recognition. We are highly honored, sir. We pray that Almighty Allah will strengthen you and your team and endow you with more wisdom to pilot the affairs of the Nigerian Air Force. May I use this opportunity to advise the junior ones that hard work pays. Today's ceremony gives us hope that the service recognizes diligence, hard work. You show diligence. You should be diligent, hardworking, highly disciplined, and loyal to the constituted authority, as you shall reap the fruit one day, as we are doing today.
Reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Yeah, welcome back. Yes, let's quickly take you to the Nigeria Police, where two events took place. One is a meeting with strategic police managers and the unveiling of the manual, the standard operating procedure manual for the schools protection squad. And Security Watch Africa, Uju was there to give you the report.
Fulfillment of his promise to establish an operationalized schools protection squad, SPS, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Nigerian Police Force, IGP Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, this Wednesday in Abuja unveiled the standard operating procedure manual for the school protection squad. The squad, which is in response to the disturbing spate of attacks on schools in Nigeria, will be composed of specially trained and equipped police personnel. At the unveiling ceremony, the IGP spoke on the need for collaborative efforts in security in Nigeria and the essence of the SPS.
The Standard Operating Procedure Manual on Safe School Initiative, which we are launching today, marks a significant stride towards achieving a safer and more secure educational environment for our children. The SOP is a comprehensive roadmap that underscores our commitment to safeguarding our nation's future by creating a secure, safe, and conducive learning environment for our students.
Various dignitaries representing their organization made remarks.
It is important to stress here that collaboration is key to a successful implementation of safe school guidelines in our schools, as well as in implementation of the National Plan for Safe Schools.
The Nigerian Police Force, as one of the critical implementing agencies in the Safe Schools program, plays a pivotal lead role in ensuring that other learning environment is safe for our children to acquire much needed education that would better their lives.
24 hours earlier, the Acting Inspector General of Police had met with the strategic police managers from across the Federation. The meeting, which according to IGP Egbetokun, is to review operational successes and strategies for better performance, was attended by Assistant Inspector General of Police and Commissioners of Police from zones, states, and special units. IGP Egbetokun gave breakdown of some of the achievements recorded by Nigerian Police Force since he took over.
I am pleased to disclose that our crime-fighting initiatives are paying off. Through series of covert and overt operations targeted at smashing criminal gangs terrorizing our communities all over the country, we have successfully dismantled several notorious criminal syndicates involved in organized crime such as armed banditry, insurgency, armed robbery, kidnapping, gun running, cattle rustling, and so on.
The #1 police officer charged his officers to redouble their efforts in ensuring that all parts of the country is safe.
All commissioners of police in charge of states are to give effect to my earlier directive on the immediate establishment of complaint response units in all state commands in line with the provision of 131(1) of the Nigerian Police Act 2020, to complement the efforts of the restructured IGP monitoring unit and escort for better service delivery.
Obianiji Desmond reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, you heard it from the police boss there, talking about the need to make sure that Nigerians are protected and encouraging the public complaint, the usage of the public complaint bureau. Yes, let's go quickly to the second part of the interview we had earlier. We showed you part one of our visit to the Nigerian High Commission in South Africa, where we spoke with the High Commissioner. Sit back as we bring you the second part of that interview.
The misunderstanding that led to the xenophobia.
Yes, to come into the xenophobic attacks, they were not targeted at Nigerians per se. The xenophobic attacks were a microcosm of the disagreement between young boys and young girls who were battling unemployment in the face of modernization and development. Modernization in the sense that young boys and girls, they want to wear the best clothes and drive the best cars, and yet there is no job to give them. Some of them, when they carry their hat up and hurrah on a graduation day, they look at it as if in 3-4 days' time they will get a job, and the job is not coming. So it's one of the challenges that we're facing now. Unemployment, market economy. The markets are becoming more and more capitalistic. So we no longer have this issue of brother's keeper. Everybody wants to just win and win and win. So I think the economy of Nigeria and South Africa have been they are more relying on the burgeoning youth population, and we don't have enough engagement to give them. So consequently, the younger people felt that the foreigners were taking the jobs. I will be very plain with you that foreigners don't take their jobs. If those jobs are left, nobody will do them. The average South African will not serve in a restaurant to bring food and put to another person and go and wash plates, serve another person. They will not. But today they claim that the foreigners are taking their job. If this Tanzanians, Nigerians don't do such jobs as well, but the Tanzanians and Zimbabweans who do these jobs, they offer very good service to us, for which when they talk about foreigners taking their job, these people are also included. Nigerians are job creators. Most of the Nigerians that live here create jobs. Chikeze, who has a motor spare parts shop, has 3-4 boys working for him. You would find that maybe only one is a Nigerian, the other 3 will be South Africans. He's creating jobs. We have also those who are even into the medical field. A lot of them, they work for 2, 3 hospitals. Some of them even add to be lecturers in the medical schools. They are job creators. So where we do have problem, like that's why in the xenophobic attack, we lost very few compared to Zimbabwe, Tanzania, Malawi. They were the ones who were out on the streets. Our boys will just say, remain indoors. Don't come out unless it's essential for you. If you have some supplies, buy plenty of your food stuff and keep. So because Nigerians don't work for other people. It's very rare, very few of them. However, we do have our irritants with the laws. Our irritation is not with the boys on the street. The Dudula are the boys that say they want to drive foreigners out. No. Our problem could be with the law because Nigerians like dominating spaces. Every Nigerian wants to dominate his space. I was surprised with one of the instances in which somebody was selling and making good profit in an area, and he said nobody should come in and sell similar product. That he wants to dominate, to be the only person who supplies those items in that area. And when I investigated again, the items were not legally permissible. Well, one thing leading to the other, it became like, this man, we must go and sell there. If he doesn't agree, we must force our way. At the end, we lost lives. And let me tell you that the law enforcement agencies are getting fed up with us on spending a lot of money on investigating issues that will end up later show Nigeria to kill Nigeria. Major violence we hear is Nigerians violent on Nigerians. They don't involve other people. Sometimes, if I may tell you that even the law enforcement, they are scared of us. The last time in Sunnyvale, they called me, that I should please talk to the boys to report themselves.
Yes, I heard the High Commissioner there speaking about what is happening. There is His Excellency Ambassador Manta talking about Nigeria-South Africa relationship. I think there's need with him there. He's making sure that the relationship is more cordial and the people accept Nigerians better. And Nigerians must be law-abiding. You had the last words there talking about Nigerians going against the law in some cases. I think Nigerians must learn to abide by your host laws. Even it's very, very important. You can't be lawbreakers and committing crimes everywhere you go. Until we come your way again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.